What's up, everybody? I just wanted to come in and send out a quick encouragement, inspiration, hopefully for you this morning. And for me, it's this morning. You hear a cliche saying when you watch a lot of videos, when you see what people are talking about when they're in a sales environment or they're in a environment where you feel like it's just you. And so you might hear them say that you have to understand your why. And what I mean by that is my why is so-and-so, or my why is this or that. So for instance, some people, their why might be material driven or money driven, taking care of their family, having to prove to themselves that they can do it, having a sense of unworthiness. And they want to know, what do I need to do to be successful? And so many educators, many motivators, and many influencers will say, you have to know your why. So I thought it'd be good for me to publicly share my why. Not sure if you know, I've said it in other videos, I've been married for 15 years now. Unfortunately, over the years, my wife has, she was a cancer survivor just recently within the last couple of years. And she's also had some other ailments. The cancer had caused a lot of operations, and the recovery time is going to be a long period. And unfortunately, she's had to deal with those things. We live a pretty good life, have the things that we're content with. But I also understand, as we get older, I'm fortunate enough to be healthy and not have any issues at the current moment. But we know how life is. Things are going to happen. And so for me, as she continues to get older, these situations health-wise continue to escalate. So it means that two things are going to happen. Eventually, she's going to have to stop working, or she's going to have to be at a point where she's going to have to work part-time or work to just satisfy small things materially. So me, as the head of the house, as the man of the house, it's important for me to be able to provide, which is something I've been doing for many years. But she also has an input into that. So my why for her is to continue to build this thing I've been building. My why is to make sure I can take care of her solely on my own, without the need of her having to go to work and to bring in income. If she does bring an income, whether it be disability or whatever have you, so be it. But my why is to, one, make sure she's taken care of so her quality of life can stay the same. The things that she's come accustomed to, she can keep. Hopefully that doesn't sound selfish, but it's a reality. We've built a certain lifestyle. We want to keep that lifestyle. Nothing's guaranteed in this life, so we understand that. But again, the goal is to try to keep what we've built. And that should be for anyone. And if you haven't got where you want it to be, you want to build a certain quality of life. So again, that's what I'm alluding to. But that's part A of my why. But the part B of my why is I want to build something that is from scratch, it's sustainable, something that can make me feel proud to have accomplished. I think sometimes when we look at life, many people fall into a depression. And I believe that's because they don't have a why, or they have not created a purpose in life. And sometimes the purpose in life can get kind of foggy because maybe you've gotten married and you've told yourself that that's my purpose, to please my husband or my wife. Maybe I've had children and my job is to be a mom or be a dad. And those are all great. That's true, because once you create a family, you sort of lose a piece of yourself and what you can do, because everything falls into, you have other lives you brought into the situation, and you've made a commitment to someone else. So your life is no longer just your own to live. You now have to think about the other lives that are in the circle that you created. So that's not selfish by no means whatsoever. But at the same time, you still are supposed to enjoy life. You are still supposed to be on this earth and find enjoyment in it. If your family is what you find enjoyment in and you're content with that, then so be it. Enjoy it. That's what God would want us to do. He didn't create this world and this earth for us to just come here and feel like we don't matter, or nothing that we do should be applauded. So if we want to be good parents and that's how you want to spend your life, well, so be it. I applaud that. But sometimes, some people, that's just not enough. I know for me, that wouldn't be enough. So I know that not only I have personal spiritual beliefs and my servitude to God. So that's a big why for me and gives me purpose. But another thing that's important to me is building things. I have a creative mind, I have a creative spirit, I have an entrepreneurial spirit. I've always been a leader in the financial field. In many of my roles, I've always been in management. And so I understand what my strengths are. So now I'm in a period of my life where I'm just trying to grow, and I want to create something that's sustainable, something that can take care of my family, but at the same time, something that gives me a new fulfillment. I think as we get older, we go through our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, our 50s, wherever we are in life, I believe we are writing chapters of our lives. And for me, I am in a new chapter of my life, and I'm trying to build a sustainable business and something that brings me joy. And I'm happy to be in this chapter of my life where I'm building an agency. I'm making building a lot of relationships, doing a lot of collaborations. I look forward to authoring children's books and financial literacy books. I'm looking forward to the agency continue to grow. Eventually, I'll be hiring people underneath the agency to have that grow. But right now, where I am, I'm in a good place. I understand what my whys are, and that's what gets me up every morning to keep going. So if you haven't created that why for yourself yet, create it. It's not too late. If you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, it's not too late. If you're younger than that, you're right in the period. Don't ask questions that's going to discourage you. Continue to just ask yourself questions. Are you willing to put into the work? Are you willing to be committed? Are you really, really going to put your all and your effort into this? Have sleepless nights, have sleepless mornings where you're tired and exhausted, but you still have to put 100% effort in every day. If you're that committed and you feel a burning desire in your heart to create something, and there's something that's pulling at you, don't let your life be wasted to where one day you grow old and you ask yourself, what if? What if I did this? What if I did that? Where would I be right now? To me, that's the most scariest thing to do, is to live my life asking questions and saying, what if I would have just gave more? I hope that's an encouragement for you today to go out there and create your why. And if you don't know what it is yet, sit back, ponder, and meditate on what it is that I really feel passionate about and what will drive me to get up every day to continue to push and create a sustaining satisfaction from within. I look forward to maybe meeting you one day and hearing what that is. Until next time.